Click screen share.
Bum, 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 bum.
And it's gonna get crazy.
Are you sure? Inception.
Okay, so we'll go to my blog first because this is exactly what I did when I researched it. So what I wanted to know is like, what is the application of JSON? Because I want to know why we're needing to learn it. And of course you know this. But so I went and found a pretty cool example. and that's this. Just like, what was their example? This is Flickr or something, or like pretending like this is your screen on your phone and you're just gonna like load 16 images without reloading the entire page. And so that's what this helps do. Like that's part of the process. You have to use Ajax too and JSON and everything together. But like this is why we're gonna learn JSON. So does that make sense to you?
That makes sense.
I mean, because you want to be able to do something like this in the
What's the difference between doing that and doing an iframe?
an iframe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what an iframe is.
An iframe is basically grabbing like a website from another place and putting it on your homepage.
That's kind of like
Iframes are generally considered as bad practice.
Yeah, because it takes up a lot of memory. But
Well, no.
So this JSON doesn't do that.
So to answer your question directly, iframes have very few practical applications.
and they're evil.
Yeah. So
All right.
don't use iframes. And the way that you avoid iframes is Ajax.
Ajax. Okay.
Okay.
So Ajax is just like a 20 like modern day iframes, basically.
No.
Pretty much. No. It's different.
Yes. But she'll cover that.
Okay. So let's go back here. So that says okay. So JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. I didn't know that before this, and it's just used to store and exchange data that Ajax will give you. So let's go down. Okay, so what the JSON object can do is parse. We'll probably use it to parse and stringify. So it'll have, you can have this like variable of text, and then you do the JSON object .parse, and it'll like turn this text into an object, so you can work with it as a JavaScript object. So that was the only like example code that I had to show, where I just had some text, just like they did. I parsed it, then I messed around with it and was like, oh, now I can work with it as an object. I can change, or I can like output the first name, output the last name. I was changing the last name because now it's an object instead of just text. So you can go and you can edit the content. So that's parsing, right? So parsing goes from text to an object. Okay, and then the other thing is stringify, which is the other way around. So you make an object back into text to send back. Is that what you do?
Usually for sending across.
For sending it?
Yeah.
Getting it ready to send. Okay. So then I just made an object, and then I did JSON.stringify that object, and then I output it in. It's just a string now.
Okay, so
That's what it's changed.
So it's just combining these two into a string like sentence.
Wait, what is?
So line 26, it's just.
I just made a object.
You made an object.
This is just an object because it's got the little. That's an object.
Yeah. So instead of writing in like array 0 and array 1, like concatenated and say hello space world, you just made it into a string and put it into a text variable. And so that way you kind of like minimize code that way. Is that what you did?
Well, it's not really for minimizing code. Like the reason you stringify it's to send it, right?
So if you look at line 12 here, you see how she's got this block of code from 12 to 15.
Yeah.
You got single quotes delimiting the outside,
Okay.
right? Where she's got this object and she makes a string out of it. Okay. JSON.stringify takes this and makes it into this. Literally, all it does is put quotes on it. It basically just puts the entire object in quotes and makes a string out of it. So this JSON.stringify basically does this.
Just puts a little single quote around
Just
everything.
puts a little quote around it and makes it. That's literally all stringify does.
So why is it needed?
So
Just to send data over.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Well, okay, so that's the question, right? Why are we doing this? Well, so I guess you could do it by hand, but no. Okay, you wouldn't do it by hand because you're never gonna write the string of text yourself. You're gonna get it on a web page. So like, this is just for example. Like, you're not gonna ever have a thing of text, and you're gonna parse what you've written, right? You're gonna always just like grab it.
You're always
That's
receiving it.
why, yeah, you wouldn't just do it by yourself. So that's why we use JSON, right?
Okay, so let's say, so some like Google sends you this here, and you grab it, put it to text, and then on that's from.
Well, you'd really grab it and make it an object. It would.
Yeah, but you got to grab the data and store into a variable to be able to parse it. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah, here's the data. You put it into a variable.
Put it into a variable. So grab that, put it into a variable called text. Sorry, I keep touching your screen.
It's okay.
And then on line 17, that's when you do JSON to parse the text, or parse the variable that you grab the data from. And then you put that into another variable. And then you use that as you put that into an object. You use an object to grab whatever variable you need.
Wait, it should say var.
Var
object, correct? Anyway, yeah, that's less confusing. I was like, what? Yeah.
So line 17, you grab the parse text, you put it into the object, and now you can start using the variable object. Then you can start using it to grab the data you want or need to.
Right, now you can just use it like a JavaScript object and do everything that you can do with objects.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, so then I went and started looking at Ajax and learned that, let's see, and I had to get like my phrasing right. So Ajax is the technique that like gets that data, but it uses an XML HTTP request. That's what it's called, to get the data. So that was confusing to me because I thought like, oh, you use Ajax to get the data. Well, no, like Ajax is a technique too. So that was kind of all right. And then I just defined, okay, well, what is an HTTP request? And then it's just you just send HTTP requests to a web server. Yeah.
Good job.
That's as far as I got. That was pretty hard to like even get that much information.
Definitely.
But what are your, so now where do you want to go with?
Do you have a sample
like more
where you
examples,
use, like when you did an Ajax request?
No, I haven't done an Ajax request.
Okay.
She's only showing on JSON, right? You're only showing how to use JSON?
Yeah, I just showed, okay, here's parsing, here's stringify. That was the only example. And then the example that I found of like, oh, this is like it working, but I don't have a
So there's also an
example I wrote yet.
So from this source website you showed us, is this here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it ends. Where is it end?
Down.
Down here?
Down,
right here.
down.
All the way.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. So that's an Ajax.
jQuery style Ajax, yes.
jQuery style Ajax.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's grabbing what you just explained to us was HTTP request. And there's
from this URL, right? So it's grabbing the information, you specify the URL, and then you say, create an empty array. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So that's an example, but you're only showing the demonstration of JSON, right? Or what do you?
Well, yeah, I was trying to do JSON, but it just works with
Ajax.
Yeah.
Okay. So
then I got into that, and then
so in conclusion, what do you define?
Use jQuery.
okay.
Don't use jQuery.
But wait, we were talking about jQuery Ajax.
Yeah,
So don't use that.
But in mobile apps,
What?
why can't we use jQuery?
I can explain it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So frameworks like jQuery, Angular, Ember, whatever else are really big. Okay. But let
Right.
me finish. I'm not done. Okay. And these frameworks give you a lot of really cool utility things. But especially in a library like jQuery, where if you're including jQuery to use $.ajax, you aren't using jQuery. Okay? If you're going to go and you're going to include a library or something like that, and you fully take advantage of it to completely modularize and reduce your coding size down to some exponential amount, then you merit using the framework. But if the amount of work that we reduce by including a framework isn't substantial, including a framework actually introduces more bloat into your software as to less. So I actually have an example of doing the same thing with raw JavaScript that I'll give you. Because
you
can Google it real easy.
So you could use jQuery if it was
If you were
worth
using
it.
if it was worth it. Yeah.
Right.
But for a
Okay.
mobile application though, now don't they have a cloud to put all the jQuery code? So you just have to reference from the cloud.
It has to load into your browser.
Okay, so it loads jQuery first, all the library, and then it loads, and that bogs down the mobile app. Okay.
Yep, and you're busy using up their user's data plan,
Mhm.
and you're using up their battery
Yeah.
with that entire process.
Okay.
That's not something you want to mess with. If you Google, if you're doing Ajax, Google XML HTTP request,
Okay.
Apple.
You didn't do Apple.
Yeah,
Apple?
but-
Oh, just like for the
Base
Apple.
Okay, click on that first one. See a look at that one. Yeah, that one's a pretty good example.
Okay.
Of how to use Ajax.
This is Ajax.
Oh.
This is the technique.
The technique.
Ajax is the technique of using an HTTP, like an XML.
Yeah.
Right? I got that right? Okay.
And honest to gosh, all jQuery did was write this code. And there's like 20 lines of code here.
Okay.
It's important to understand the raw JavaScript. So when you're out there evaluating a library, you can decide is it worth it or not. And if something goes wrong with that library,
Okay.
how to fix it. And then you can even go and look at the library as you're evaluating options, right? jQuery, Angular, what is it going to do? Which one has the most efficient implementation? But if you don't know the raw stuff, you can't do a professional evaluation of libraries.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So.
Good question.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good thing to find out.
So is this meeting over? Or?
No.
No.
We got all sorts of time.
Never over. Yeah, I want to learn more. That's just as far as I got.
So let's do some Ajax.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
some.
have some fun with
Yeah,
some
let's
Ajax.
get some requests.
Okay,
Get some
so
data, right?
go back to that page that you were just on. Let's see if there's.
Hey,
Go
why are we
back to
doing
this.
Ajax if we're studying JSON?
So
Well, because
JSON, you
JSON
will,
just does like a small part,
yeah,
right?
that.
It's just
You will never use well, there are very, very few instances that you will use JSON that you don't use Ajax.
No, I understand, but I mean, like, isn't Ajax another topic, or is JSON
It
and
is.
Ajax the same topic?
Well, he listed it as it's a totally other topic.
So I know. So I mean, for at least for this purposes itself,
Do we know all about JSON?
yeah. Do we just focus on JSON, and then next time someone else explain Ajax? And
You
then,
could use Ajax to just go consume a web page. It doesn't have to be JSON.
Well, what our problem is when we're doing sandboxing,
Yeah.
can we just use JSON and Ajax as the same like lesson as for one person to be fluent in? You know what I mean?
Well, everybody has to become fluent.
Yeah, but I meant like one person presents JSON and Ajax at the same
Right. I
time.
thought I would
I
just
don't-
present
I don't-
JSON, but then Ajax,
Yeah.
it's like 2 in 1. You know.
I mean, you can do it. You will also use JSON when you do local storage.
Okay.
Which has nothing to do with the XML.
We can talk about that.
That's also separate.
We can do whatever we want.
So they really are. Yeah,
Oh, that
do it the way you
sounds-
want to.
Yeah,
Whatever is the best way for you guys to do it.
do whatever you guys. I didn't know. I'm fine with either one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't know going into it. I was like, oh, what's this? What's this topic? Oh, this topic is this topic as well. So.
Yep.
So should we just go
Do you
along
want
with
to
this and then do the
do you want to
storage
read
thing?
this, or do you want to do
The
like
JSON storage, which is different.
so local storage or Ajax? Which do you want to do first?
I just want to do the HTTP request.
So that's Ajax.
Okay. Ajax.
Ajax it is. Okay. So let's go actually go through this. So let's scroll down here.
Tiny
Okay.
object.
Keep going down.
Oh, okay.
Going down. They give you a sample function. Go down. Down, 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 down. All right.
That's better.
Cool. Okay, so okay.
I want to know how to set up, like, all this code is going to be within an HTML.
Right. So let's
Set
go
it
up
up
there,
and use it.
and I'm gonna explain
Let's go up
the
there. Okay, we're going up to the board.
I'm gonna explain the thing.
Switch it to stop
Oh yeah,
sharing
we
to,
could.
and then point towards the thing.
Oh. There we go.
Perfect. So when I pull it up,
I don't know.
actually that's perfect. Yeah, but we can't really hear it. I'm gonna know. All right.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Than just like
That's how I did it.
there.
So let's put it on there. So do stuff for you. You set the automatic record to there, just record your hard drive.
All the files
When you're recording,
right?
record your hard
So
drive.
all the files on the you've got certain
I just wanted
all these files are hooked up. What your browser does is go up here and you type in your little advertisement, right? What that does is you can enter your browser. That's the server. And it says, what you get. One style of it. Okay. There's a bunch there. Yes, but it's posed options. There's yeah. So when you type in Google.com, you have to get the server goes and it's got this little thing. Oh, something. Yeah. I'm going to send that. It's got this, it's got all your HTML, right? All of this. Okay.
Yeah.
What the server knows.
I know you love to do that.
Okay.
So in Ajax, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go back to that.
It's gonna probably oh, I'm gonna send back this piece. You do that. You can do it whenever you want.
I understand. I agree with that fully. I'm not gonna create some like glorious Google. It's like, no. Well.
So it's like we go and use that function.
The reason I'm not gonna create some like glorious Google.
XHR.
Make that this XHR. Okay. And this is like, okay, not only do you have a couple things I have, you are out there. And that's it. You saw
Oh,
those,
yeah.
right?
Like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
That was a method.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, could you use the method as a post instead of get?
Sweet. Okay. So the URL in this place, if we go and I say I want to get google.com/friends, right? It is yeah. Okay. And there's a bunch of different things that are here. You've got things like content. You've got things like content type. You've got things like
Do you need to know these things?
you'll need to know something.
Okay.
Not all, that's pretty much.
Well, but some variables. Yeah.
So, but these are just some comments.
Yeah.
What else? Okay. So you have some headers. Okay. Yeah, parameters. Have you ever seen an URL and I'll with the question mark? It's like var equals this, blah, 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 right? These are what comes in as parameters to your backend server. So your server will get these and it'll be able to see those variables so that you specifically just like kind of modify how your request is. The body is usually used on the post order, but you don't usually have a request body on
The
other Barney. Get request post bodies. Not a thing, right? They don't have. Which is basically kind of more signal, but it's kind of weird. They don't have.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
So that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
So this is kind of what makes up the next request.
So it's sending back all files.
So this is what it's saying on the server.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
it's kind of like Dreamweaver, but maybe actually for the concept behind
So like, okay.
like the, but a lot of people say Ajax request.
Yeah.
Okay, so we make an excellent request, then we go and send that out. Right? And the server says, oh, I've got this thing. There's a little monkey back here. Those little things. He sends back something. Okay, we call this response. What?
Google is too
Okay, so we got.
I only know that because
So I say get google.com, and it sends back this big fat list of mistakes. Okay, and so my browser sees the HTML.
And he's like, oh, I'll hire you, and then
Application HTML. Yes. Yes. So it has a content type that says this is HTML. So my browser gets it, and it's like, oh, okay, I know how to handle this. So it goes and says, sees the HTML tag, it sees the heads tag, it sees things like that. So it starts to render your page. Okay. So
basically it's
it goes
saying
into that, but you'll get from like
1.0 and on.
right? You have these script tags in here. So they go all here has this is kind of goes back to what you talked about earlier about request. When you have like a script tag with this source of SQL, right?
Yeah.
This little thing. Okay. This source right here says here's another URL of another resource that I want you to use. Okay. So it goes and does the same thing. I've got some other server.
What's the most recent Internet Explorer?
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
I've got another server called this 8. Okay. So I've got this URL, and so it does the same thing. It's like, oh, source is equal to jQuery.js. Okay, let's go with that.
I never,
Oh, okay. So I'm
never used it.
going to make another get request. Right? And it's going to go, and then it's
go a lot. It's actually
okay. And it's got a content type header of application JavaScript. So that when the browser gets it back, and Firefox is going to die. So this piece of code that I got back is JavaScript because I need to run JavaScript interpreter on this code.
Okay.
So it just goes in. So it does the same thing with CSS.
As soon as they believe that everybody will
Question. When you have this script that's going to run, saying like, oh yeah, X has an XML, it's not as secure or something because it'll just run without.
Is Safari the next
writing
V's one or?
something like that.
Oh, cross-site scripting? Was that what you're
Well,
Yeah, you have
it's
to break it
like,
up
why
between
do
mobile
you
and
use like,
non-mobile.
Yeah.
or maybe I'm
If
talking
you're
about
talking
more like
mobile, you're
JSON.
completely different.
Why do you use one over the other?
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
Nowadays.
so, yeah,
That's kind of the
So
concept of
does
the
that mean
game.
if you have a
And so
Windows
one of the
phone or
things we
Surface,
do,
you don't
we
need
can write a server that doesn't work, right?
Wow.
I think they may have, I'm not too sure. Nobody uses it.
since we have our servers, we're gonna call
I know
our
if you do.
server.
And everybody knows a couple of people.
That's the problem.
It's the same couple of people that everybody knows. Okay, so I have this database, right? And so actually, I want to go, I want to get a list of all of these.
Because I think all you have to do is just put like a percentage.
So I'm gonna go from my,
0%.
from some job description. Right? So I'm gonna
So what I'm doing now is trying to do like
job description file here. And in that file,
Are you doing an
I
external
go and I
CSS?
make.
I have, it's a CSS file that you're using. It'd be easier if you just do it inline or inside.
I have
So
this
like like a style.
When I say send,
And then it goes into CSS, so that way you don't have to like.
it does some work for me.
Try to
Okay?
get-
I can give it some parameters to make my thing more specific. I
So
want to get all
why would you
users
want to have
with a first name.
How would you
So
know
you don't
if,
have one really,
So,
really long.
how would you know if they
HTML
use that
page.
variable? Like how would they?
If they have parameters.
Yeah.
There are a couple other reasons, like because an external, like there's a hierarchy. So inline styles
Yeah.
take priority over document styles, and document styles take priority over external.
Yeah, I got that.
So external.
Yeah, correct.
You separate it.
So if I do a get, this automatically
This
signs
is
in.
inline. This is automatically
When it gets to server, I have this variable,
External.
this variable. So if you see the PHP,
Yeah.
right, if you do a, not a.
So if it was,
Yeah.
so if it's inline,
I do a dollar.
And really, the biggest reason why
URL
external CSS
Yeah.
is you can have multiple pages linked to that one.
Yeah, but I'm saying in post, you don't really have those.
So that way,
But no one.
Yeah, you also. We'll get there.
oh no, they do.
We'll get there. So for purposes of params, right, get is dollar get from PHP. That's not really noticed. And this F name, so you know how when it gets to PHP, right, big on PHP,
Yeah.
it goes and uses these variables to do different things, right? That's exactly what.
Well, just different ways of displaying it.
Okay, there's API going, short, so the database gets some data come back, right? Kind of like what we did in 336.
If you do use
saying that, go and when it runs this page, just try and,
So how do I do
right, so go in and see if you have a username.
inline is literally just like, say for example, we were in body, and then how to use it, password, and then we put it in style.
So before we make an API call to anything.
So you put all your CSS style and everything.
This way, it's just the easiest to have like a really small bit of something.
Okay, that's just an example. APIs, you can make requests willy-nilly.
But I was saying you should do documents.
So can we actually get Google's username like this?
Absolutely.
Probably. If they gave you an API that
Usually it's a
but they probably aren't willing to give you that.
So you can grab, you have an app, you have users on your app, you got your own.
Yeah. So if we were building some crazy app that had all these things, right? And we built this API that gave you a list of all the users on our site, kind of like Facebook, right? You can go get a list of all these things,
Right.
right?
All your friends.
All your friends. Perfect. Okay. So I go in and actually make a request to the server. Says, give me all my friends. Back, right? My browser here.
It's so fun.
Yeah, and then you just make your CSS.
Okay. So if I'm trying to browser and my browser JavaScript, right?
What do you mean?
When it gets back, we're going to talk about this a little bit more when we talk about a little bit more about Ajax on callbacks. But it comes back to the browser and your browser is like, oh, okay, I know what to do with this now. I have some function that when I get this response, okay, I know what to do. And so it'll go, and it will, that's when you get things like DOM manipulation, right? Where where we're going to create a whole bunch of nodes that are like, so when you notice Facebook here, here,
All it does is it says, okay, this is going to be a CSS.
and it's already back. Okay. What it does is you get what style at Facebook.com.
I think,
It goes out.
see, I don't actually know. I'm just assuming that
CSS is the JavaScript part. Then via Ajax, it goes and makes up the content. And when you get that content, it comes back into JavaScript.
I just know
says,
that.
oh, yeah, this is what I do for it.
That we're loading quick.
Without really.
Like when you scroll down all the way to the end of the
Exactly.
it'll continue to reload and reload, like all
So
this
it's
content.
kind of an event. So when I get
when you have the actual-
all the data that I put in. When I scroll down to users here, there's an event.
But it's still the same model.
It says, okay, make an Ajax request.
Like, you can just
Go get
copy
more
and
data and repopulate the button.
in your CSS.
And then all of a sudden this goes down, right? And then you can scroll down again and over and over and over and over. And go back to your history.
Why do that?
Yeah. Infinity scroll. So really cool. Good. So, yeah, that's kind of the basics of Ajax. I kind of talked about requests a lot. We didn't really talk about responses. Any questions?
Okay, so now we go back. We're gonna write,
We're going to write something that makes a request.
right, and then what comes back and what form is that in? Is it just all HTML, everything inside?
And
Whatever it, okay.
whatever they say it is. So I might be able to write something really fast that can spit out some JSON.
When you
And then you need to know,
How dare you
like,
be wrong by
when you send a request, you expect what it's gonna return, or does it?
But you like,
Like, are we gonna know, like, oh, we're gonna go get, or we're gonna get HTML? Or does it do that for you?
okay. So sometimes you
Know
know,
when you're- what you're
sometimes you know, sometimes you don't. If you request a file into a file or a CSS file, something like that, usually you know. But if you want to request to an API, I can change it. Family search, I can do one of 6 file types, or one of 6 response types. So I can specify what I want back and accept that.
Okay.
So I usually say, I
Because that's
want,
like, what if you just threw it inside a function? Want to filter it, like, oh, this is what I want.
right, so usually, typically you'll get 2 types of responses. Well, you will get 2 types of responses.
especially if I'm using
Well, typically you'll get 2 types of responses.
I'm just
XML or JSON.
Okay.
I prefer JSON because, and I don't have to convert it from XML.
Yeah.
So I usually request this. And most people on the internet are using each other. I don't see a whole lot of APIs.
Yeah, so we'll need to send
You
each
don't see
other.
what?
APIs that use XML.
That's what I was learning about.
Right.
Like compare JSON.
Yeah.
It's quicker, it's like 2 steps to get a request. And I was like,
So I guess we'll just like trade on teaching each other.
it was on WCC, but
Well, the
I don't know if you have.
I don't know if it's quicker.
Yeah, it's.
It was like,
There-
here are the pros.
Yeah, there are pros and cons. Right. So, like, for example, XML, because JSON has no hard-defined structure, right? JSON can do whatever I want. I can make it up. It's kind of the same argument between. Oh. Word. No SQL, right? No SQL. I was long with it.
He's doing Dom.
Whereas SQL has a very structured. XML has these things called.
It sounds like he has some.
Yeah, data type doesn't. That said, XML has to look like this. So you hear things like XX HTML1, HTML4, HTML5, different definitions of what it looks like. HTML is actually XML. So that's why you have to have these tags. So on and so forth. So, but that's a different thing.
So right now, we're gonna go to our chairs and do what?
We're gonna go and we're gonna make
People in the class that are-
You're gonna go get some data.
some data.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's just, you know how to use the terminal.
Probably a lot of.
Yeah, I did.
Like, I have this one guy in my.
Actually, I'm gonna spin something real fast. Give me 3 seconds.
I'll give you a minute. How's that?
Deal. That's
A
on.
whole minute.
Express.
All right, so we're gonna go back to screen share just in case I do anything cool on my computer. That's awesome. Great. Yeah. Okay. So let me just open my same thing, same file, or should I just make another thing?
So give me 3 seconds. Hold on.
Just make another thing. It's called JSON or no, it's called Ajax request or something.
Okay.
I know how they work, but for the most part, I use.
So how do we break this JSON?
Just because.
Sorry.
Like how do this JSON's more like for developer use? I don't think. Sorry about that, sir. How do you break it? So how do you get like
adding search to it?
I didn't try to do it.
That must be using.
How do you break it?
Yeah, because in Sandbox, aren't we supposed to show?
How do you break JSON?
Oh, how do you like show here's JSON,
And
here's
the error.
Ajax?
Oh no, here's like an error, and this is the reason why you get this error is because.
Oh.
You can do recursion.
Yeah.
If you try and JSON.stringify a recursive object, it'll break.
Stringify recursive. Oh man, yeah.
Okay,
We could do that. I could show you that, but
I'll show us the Ajax thing.
okay, we'll do that first. Key value.
So are you saying that like it's just hard to make that? That's all you do is parse and stringify with it.
Alright, and
Like it's just like hard to break it.
Well, yeah, because it's more like
Mining.
you're developing it, you're making the code. I mean,
Like-
for objects, it's pretty hard because you're asking the user, hey, put in some information and I'll create an object for you, you know? So the user
Yeah.
can say, oh, I don't really have a death date, so I'm going to leave it blank. And if you don't have that rendered, then it's going to break your function. You know? And so since we knew the error check for that, I want to know if JSON.
It's like like you were saying, the only thing you could do is like parse something or stringify something weird.
Yeah.
That's it.
this is 261.
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
I don't like
Give
it when
me
you
3
do that
seconds.
loud
Give me
stuff.
3 seconds.
Back to the error check.
That's what happens with the Google Plus is going on. There's no screen. You know what it's written.
Yeah,
It's working.
because normally when you do the on top of it,
And like this. And I can go like this. Go like it. Sorry, I'm kind of loud.
So excited for this. I'm so ready.
I have a thing for you, I promise.
Okay. So are we going to be grabbing, are we going to use Ajax
Yes.
to
So I
request
just built.
our own?
I just built you an API. So.
Right. So are we like always going to be grabbing our own information that we've already?
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
Right.
Be
Like
messing
we're never
with
going to be
those.
like grabbing from a random web page.
No.
to Get stuff.
Well, not necessarily random.
Because someone,
Okay.
Like for the purpose of your app, you'll do what things make sense
Right.
in your app, or you'll do things to fill purposes.
yeah, and Facebook has their own like API that they give developers, so you can access it if you want to make an app.
Yep.
So you're always going to grab things that you'll know is there.
Yeah.
Like if you
Okay.
go on a company, like for a company I work with, OpenBook, they have an API to grab like some data for hotels and businesses, and they give you the requirements you need to have access to it.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So now you've got an API to play with.
Woohoo.
And so what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and hop in here
Okay.
to. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. Let's do that.
What? Do you want this?
Yeah.
Do I need to give it to you?
No,
Okay.
I can do the same thing. I'm just saying that's a good idea. CTJ sandbox.
Write a request using Ajax method. Technique. Using XHR. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Let's save this as. Okay, so usually you won't do it in line like this, but for the sake of right now, it'll be fine.
Okay.
So okay, so what we're gonna do is this. So now I'm gonna throw in here a little div with an ID is equal to output, just to stash our outputs.
Right.
And okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a request. Okay, so let's go in here to the Apple, so XHR Apple. Let's hop in here onto
XHR. Oh, yeah.
onto this page that we were just looking at. Okay, so let's see here.
Okay, we have to make a new. We have to make a new object.
We're
of the work.
gonna have to make a new XML.
So can I just copy and
Yep.
paste
So
this?
let's just copy and paste this.
Maybe you want to Google it,
Don't worry, guys.
or you just copy and
just
paste
search
this on my screen.
XHR Apple. XHR Apple.
Yeah.
And go to the first one. Or sorry, the second first one.
The second first one? Is that what you said?
Don't judge me.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Nope, not that
Nope,
second.
nope,
You guys
nope.
Horrible people.
I got you.
Oh my
Slack.
god.
It's coming in Slack.
Hold on, what's going? No. It's this. Okay, okay.
All right, Lau.
No, it's
there.
not
It's in
that.
Slack.
Oh. Never mind. Just do the Slack thing.
So Slack's for.
Okay.
Oh, because mine wasn't Google.
So then we just copied that. That makes a new.
A new
Object.
XML HTTP request.
Yeah.
Okay. So, then we're gonna come in here and we'll
Wait, do you have to do the whole HTTP thing, like document.type, HTML?
not right now, no. So we're just gonna go ahead and follow along with this and just kind of keep going. Okay.
Okay.
So after you've created a new XML HTTP request object called open to initialize the request.
Okay.
Okay, so
that
this is where we're
that is the method of this object.
Yes.
Of the XML.
The variable.
Of this.
Yeah. So we're going to start setting up our actual request. Okay. So go ahead and just copy and paste that code. The URL that you're going to hit is http://cit261-API.
I'll put that in Slack.
CIT 261. Oh. I don't have Slack open yet. Hold on. What is it?
Dash API. Dash.
Oh, dash API. That's it?
Dot Heroku app.
What?
This.
You know what? Loading slowly.
The whole line stop there.
Oh, I just. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So now we've gone and we've specified /API. Oh, did I not put that in there? Sorry. /API.
Extra API. Okay.
Okay. So what this is going to give you is it's going to give you a little thing that looks like this. Okay. If I go and okay, so this just lets me make requests like that. If I go and ping http://cit261-api.herokuapp.com/API. Okay. If I just make a GET request here, okay, you'll see I get back this little thing here. If we look at some of the headers that it sent back, these headers, sorry. This is called Postman. It lets you sample it. But you'll see here it auto default sends back an application JSON content type, and then some other things. Okay, and then this is the body that it'll send back. Okay, so we're making a request, and this is what's going to be our response. Okay, and the response has body and headers and things. Okay, so we're going to hop in here. We've got this myRequest.open. Get this, okay, and then we're going to go in here and we're going to come back to the Apple site and we're going to see what they have to say. Okay, so they go and they do a set request header. Okay, they set the request header for their cache control, so they don't want things to be cached. Okay, and then they go and they say to handle the different states of a request, set a handler function for the onReady state change event.
So when you want it, when you want the data, or like when they get to the point where they're going to request the data, you do this?
Okay,
Like,
so what this is an event handler, is what it's called. Okay, so there's an event. If you look here, this onReady state change event. Okay, so what happens is the request, this XHR thing, has what's called a ready state. Okay, so I send out the request, and it's like.
So we've sent the request.
Well, we haven't sent it yet. We're setting up a handler, but it has this thing called a ready state, okay? And when I send it, that it basically initializes. It doesn't change until it gets a response, okay? And once it gets a response, there are a couple different codes that it can have, 0 through 4. I forget what they stand for.
Yeah, I looked at that.
Right. And so the fourth one indicates a success, but you can do things to handle errors and things like that. For our intents and purposes right now, because this API should always return, we can just use the second one. If you see here, if you read here, the only state you're concerned about is the loaded state, state 4. So if it successfully gets the data, try using the onload event instead. Okay, so we're going to set up myRequest.onload, and this onload handler function thing is going to be the function that handles our data when it gets the response. Okay, and then they do a myRequest.send to send out the request. So let's go ahead and build this.
That finally is what sends the request.
Yes.
So
we've been setting it up.
Opened it so far, and now we're gonna. Oh, and then we set the request. No, we didn't. We're not using that. So we're doing the onReady state change.
Okay,
Correct.
so, yeah. So I'm gonna go like this, and we're going to make just a function that takes. Give me 2 seconds so I can grab the things.
Click.
Page. ¿Dónde están los page? Sandbox.
There's a lot of different models.
Ajax. This. I forgot to put that in there. That won't work for me. Oh well. Okay. That's okay. So I'll fix that, but we'll get this set up. So what it's going to do is we'll specify this handler function that I think in the handler, Ajax.
Even if you're a screen reader, you're still reading every end of that one. So what you want to do is, as much as you can, something that is intrinsically that thing. How much you want to pull it off, but it's very specific. Yeah, I don't know. But we did it with last semester. I can break it down a lot easier that way.
Recording
still? 2 posts, side lists, in-ground lists.
Why not?
Just show a picture of each one of those.
Guess we can edit it later. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, and then what we'll do here is in the handler function, we can specify what we want to do with the actual response, okay? So my request will actually get something, a property called the response text, okay? And it will get something, there's a couple different properties that it will get, but this handler function won't get run until this function returns. Okay, so if I come in here and do console.log, hello, I returned, okay? And so if I come in here and I let this send in some brackets, and this, so I'm just going to make it so that we can watch this function go. It's 30 seconds. That's 2 seconds. Well, okay. And then we'll go in here and we'll watch. Okay. Like so.
Other than maybe that. Until you got to like a.
Okay, so we have this. Okay. And go like this. Go ahead and refresh. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got some on mode. On ready stage.
Hey, look, an error.
There you go.
You need to record that.
There's your error. Okay. And on ready state change. Already file. Oh, that's stupid. Doesn't like my thing. Okay. 2, 3. You see how it's on ready state change. It waited 3 seconds and then it made a request. Okay. So if you come in here to my network tab, you can see it made a request out to API. Right? Made this request that we built. And this is the response that it's getting back. Okay. And then once on that event, it goes, hello. I returned.
Wait, so we built that request?
Yep.
With just 2 lines of code?
So you're talking like this is where I may have misunderstood.
So you didn't use.
You're talking about mobile application.
What's
Did you,
this?
Did you use this?
Did you use this? My request.
Oh, okay. There's your on ready state change. Okay.
So, and then if I wanted to do some different things, right? So if I wanted to do my request dot set, right? And I could set the request header of my accept, okay?
Okay.
And I could set this to application, okay? So if I come back here, I refresh, let's see. Oh, I spelled it wrong, but it would fail.
Well, I mean, you could put it up on the demo.
Where did you put the schedule?
You can get those for free.
The documents. Yeah, on GitHub.
Okay,
That's
it's on
like
documents.
temporary,
Cool.
But you see, if I
Good
come
to
in here to
know.
my thing, you'll see in the request headers, there's my accept, right? That was
Oh, yeah.
application
And then
JSON.
status, doesn't that turn to 404? If it's, is that the thing? Is that
So
the status?
status, you see it got a 200 okay, but you see how it threw an error here. Access control allow origin. How do I explain this in 2 words?
You're not allowed access to it.
You're not allowed to make requests from the browser to a server that is not your own. So Google.com can only make requests to Google.com unless I explicitly say otherwise. So I needed to explicitly say that I could make requests to this server.
Yeah.
And I will do that thing so that we can go ping this and beat this up. So that way we'll actually be able to
Could you-
like do
Could you comment your code before you push up the Git?
Yeah.
Just so
Yeah,
I mean,
let
I
me
had
go
a
look.
comment, but I mean, it looks like you're writing all the code right now.
Yeah, serialize.
Okay, I'm gonna stop our little. Where is it?
Looks like you're even.
Stop.